Hello everyone, I'm the Coding Lizard and this is a video on what do I actually use like programs and that kind of stuff. So starting with the Linux distribution, I use Pop! OS, the LTS version 2018. I use this, I started with KDE Neon, but there were many bugs and problems, so I stopped using that and I started using Pop! OS, and since then I never stopped using Pop! OS. Then next, I use Visual Studio Code. It is a open source code editor by Microsoft. So if I open it, I have the Hello World thing open. The this is basically Visual Studio Code. You have a folder on everything in where you've selected it. Then as extensions, I use, if I go to color theme, I use the Adam One Dark theme. I've tried others, but I just like this the most. Then I use the Material Icon theme, which basically makes the HTML icon, the HTML5 icon, and the Python icon, and the image and sass and that kind of icons. It automatically makes it work basically. So and for Python, I just use the standard Python. Then I sometimes use, when I use SAS, I use Live SAS compiler. It's a compiler for SAS that automatically compiles it when you save it. So whenever you change anything, it will automatically update whenever you update the CSS code. So yeah, that's what I use. Then that's basically all the extensions in Visual Studio Code. Then next, I used Atom. This was my first code editor that I used for Django. It is a really good one, but I stopped using it mostly because it gets really slow in big projects and not really handy to work with. So if I grab my Visual Studio Code again, in HTML, once I do this, I have everything I need. But in Atom, let's hope I don't open up with just the standard stuff, some add-ons, but nothing more. First off, these icons, I don't like it. Then this, I can work with this, but like it's okay. I use this theme on Visual Studio Code because I like the theme, but nothing more. In templates, this is actually something I really like. I can change it to Django HTML, and it recognizes this. This is one of the things I really like about Atom, but the Visual Studio, I use this sometimes for this kind of stuff, but most of the times I can just use Visual Studio Code. So yeah. Then next up, I don't know actually what's next up. It's Brave Nightly. It's Chrome based. It's a Chrome based browser. It's fast. It's reliable. So then going on to the next thing, it's CSS Peeper. So if I into the Django folder and into the Hello World folder, and I say start site, and I go to this, like you see this is actually the site we wanted to make it. So now you can click here, and when you click on the image, you can see every property. Once I click on the text, you can see fill and background, and the line height, letter spacing, font size, text line, what kind of object it is, the padding, the margin, everything you can see in here. So it doesn't matter whatever you use, but let's say I go to can't talk today, google.com, and I open up CSS Beeper. I say what this is an image, but what kind of image? It has the text line dash WebKit dash center. Letter spacing is normal. Font size 13 pixels. Arial sans serif. I go to this. It's this. I don't know what it is, but so you can actually see everything about it. So once I click on this, you can see an A. It is actually really simple to use, but it's really effective. But I normally use Firefox just because I like Firefox just more. I don't use Brave. Is a good browser. I don't really think it's that necessary for making websites. So, but if you're going on a website and you think this is a really nice color, what is it? You can get it with this. So that's mostly what I use. Then once I close this, and I close this, like you see, I have Pop! OS. When you go to GNOME extensions, I've installed Dash to Dock, so I can place it over here. So once I go to settings, I say only on my primary, it's always there. It's fully like I don't use this. I don't like it, so because it's not always appearing when I need it. So I just use this. So panel mode, extend to the edge of the screen. Pretty big icons, so it's easy to know what's going on. Yeah, I can also place it on the top, but I don't like it. So mostly because it falls before all of the other things. And right, it's standardly on the left in this form, and then this. This is how it's normally, but I thought it's not that nice having it on the left. So I automatically, I used Windows for a long time before this, so I thought this was a nicer way to do it. So I want it on the bottom, and now we're done. So this was my tutorial kind of stuff that what I use and why I use it. Then for capturing, I use OBS. It's a really simple, really simple program that just records your screen. It's free, it's open source, all that stuff. And then for editing, I use Kdenlive. So this was it. Hope you enjoyed it. This was just a simple video on how I basically make my setup work mostly. I don't really care about the details, so I'm not gonna tell you every single setting that I changed because I don't actually remember every single setting. Well, some of the programs that I do use with this is just a lot. So yeah, I play games. I make also other apps, not much, but so like everything from this weather station that I simply made, so that I can see what kind of weather it is. If I press F11, now you can see this app. But not every app works as great as I wanted to do, so I'm still working on many ways to really make this setup work. So not everything that I have here I actually use, but most of it I do. For some extra info, I use this keyboard. It's a really nice one, individual RGB lighting. With I use Rocket Tools, a open source version of the Rocket drivers that it works on Linux actually. So it is kind of hard to make it work, but I've got it working now. So probably gonna do a video on that sometime. And I use the I don't actually know how you say this, but no. Let's take a look. What mouse do I have? I have this one. It's a really nice one. It just works. I know it's all wired, but I use it. Then I have some Logitech speakers, and that's actually it. Every link that you will need to know is in the description down below. And see ya.